Hey guys, back working on the Shorty again. Putting the brake booster in. My steering shaft hasn't come yet. I was hoping I might see it today, but it didn't come. But that's okay. We can put that in after. But being that I wanted to do a hydroboost on this truck, so I had a hydroboost set up out of a, I'm not sure what year the truck was, maybe a 2001 or something. 99 or 2001. They're all the same on the second gens anyway. So if you want to switch your truck from vacuum boost to hydro boost, you don't have to drill any holes or any of that type of stuff. All the bolt patterns exactly the same. So, but you do need to have a, hold on, let me get some light here. You do need to have 2 return lines. See on the back of the pump there? Back of the pump, there's 2 return lines. Like there's one right there, and then the other one you can see the end. I do recommend buying the pump for hydro boost. They do flow, I shouldn't say they flow a lot more, they don't really flow a lot more, but they do have a higher pressure relief in them. But you can use the other ones if you want, but I recommend doing it, getting the right pump. Most of the time the pumps are wore out anyway. So, and this is actually off of, like the whole unit is, and the reason I know that is this design of the vacuum pump is different. But I have all the new lines and everything for this. So we're going to be doing, I'm going to get working on this tonight. Haven't decided whether I'm going to put a new master cylinder on yet. That was the reason that I haven't done anything with it. I did give the master a quick paint. I'm not sure what I'm going to do for the lines just yet. I think some of this stuff I'm going to just put it together for now, and then I'll pull it back off, and I might have these coated, because you can see there's like a zinc coating on them. I might have them recoated. Some of the few things like the injection lines, some of that stuff that's hard to paint, just it's easier to have coated. So I think I might have some of that stuff coated. But anyways, that's what I'm working on. So I'm gonna throw it into a time lapse, and you guys will see working away at it. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get that bolted in. I'm gonna mock up the lines quick, just make sure all that's kosher, make sure I have the right lines, because if not I need to order them obviously. Probably gonna get the throttle cable in, because that literally just clicks in. I never took any of this stuff out of the short box cab, like as far as that goes. So I just have to hook the pedal up, hook the brake up, hook the brake up, hook the throttle up, and then that'll have the throttle going. And hopefully in the next day or two, I don't know what I got going on just yet, I'm gonna start laying the wiring in here. To figure out what I need to extend, because I do need to extend for my temperature sensor, I think. I'm not just 100% sure on that just yet. But anyways, I bought a brake line kit for this truck. I'd never actually used a brake line kit before. I usually just make them, but the kit wasn't very expensive. So this is supposed to be a kit, a brake line kit for this truck was it this truck? I can't remember. No, I think I ordered it for a regular cab long box. Yeah, because I had to shorten that one line. A regular cab long box diesel truck, 2000 is what it was for I put in there. So anyways, these are the brake lines. So we're going to be putting all these brake lines in there. We'll get that all run, all the stuff for the front, get the brake lines hooked up. I am going to put a mechanical, I'm not going to have the proportioning valve, the Chrysler proportioning valve. I'm going to put an adjustable proportioning valve in, which I forgot all about. So I ordered that actually today, so we will see that next week. So it'll be, I'm not just 100% sure where I'm going to put it yet. Maybe let me know what you guys think. I was thinking, in the past, I put them inside the cab, but to put them inside the cab, I'll have to reroute everything. So I think I'm just going to put it like around here. I'll build a little bracket for it to go off, because the brake line that goes to the back is right here. I just got covered in tape, so I didn't get anything in it, but it's right there, so it just needs to come up. So anyways, that's what I got going on, so we'll get after here. right guys, we got the brake booster in there now. Like I said before, pretty simple to put in. There's not really anything you have to do. I bought all new lines for it. Your return line is going to be the same, other than you have to add a return line. Yeah, pretty simple stuff. So underneath the dash, it's the same thing. It's just all factory stuff. Something that I do recommend doing, if you look right there, I don't know if you guys will be able to see that or not, but there's that one of the funny clips. They're not too bad to get off. Your little screwdriver, pull it off, but just make sure you put a dab of grease around here. I'll show you, easier to see here. So this is the vacuum booster out of that cab. In this right here, you can see there's a little tiny bit of rust in there. I always put a little tiny bit of grease on that, so that when, because there's no no plastic or anything in there, so when it pivots, it doesn't wear out, and you know, it doesn't squeak and rattle and blah blah blah. So our next thing for tonight is going to be doing throttle cable. Throttle cable on these things, super easy. So if you see that square hole in the firewall right there, this end goes in that hole. Goes in that hole. I'm holding the camera here, so just make sure I keep it in focus. Snap in, and then throttle bracket. Snap in, hook up, and then on this side, it's almost as easy as that. Now obviously when the dash is in the way, that's a little bit more difficult, but I don't have a dash in the way, so, and then all you do is pull the throttle. So that is all there is to putting the throttle up. I don't have a return spring on it yet, so it's not returning very good, but we'll do some return spring stuff on it maybe tomorrow. We'll see. So now we got the throttle cable in, which I said super fast to do. We got the brake booster on. This stuff, I'm gonna work on the brake lines tomorrow. I don't know. I should get the brake lines done tomorrow, I would imagine. Well, we're not doing the rear brake lines yet because we're switching the diff out. Long story, but we're switching the diff out to the one from the race truck. So that we're not going to deal with just yet. The back brakes will stay unhooked for now. I shouldn't say that. I'll probably hook it all up here, and then I'll cap it back there just so it doesn't leak. And then that way we can bleed the brakes on the front, so that when we get the truck running and moving, we can actually stop it, which is kind of handy. Yeah, so we're gonna work on the brake lines, which will be in the same video as this, and probably gonna put the Be Quiet mat in here. I will put a link in the description of the video that has the Be Quiet mat in it, but just so you're aware, that will be a separate video than this one. So I'll do the brake lines and some of that stuff up there, and then I'll do a separate video for the Be Quiet mat back here for the installation. Hopefully I can find the tool that I use for doing it, and we'll get that installed. And I've seen a couple guys had questions about the Be Quiet mat and why I'm doubling it up and blah blah blah. I will explain that when I put it in. So for you guys that have seen that, I'll give you a little answer on your question, but I'll do a video on why. And if you like my answer, you do, you don't. Maybe that'll be a question. If you guys are buying it from Be Quiet, you could actually talk to them directly. This is just how I've done it in the past myself, and I've had good luck with it, and that's the reason I continue to do it that way. So anyways, call it good for now, and I will be back doing brake lines.